everyone. Welcome to our course, Green Economy from China's Stories. In last lecture, we have learned the concept of green economy. You may have certain understanding of what is a green economy. In today's lecture, we will, from the perspective of development, research progress, and trend of green economy, further get knowledge of where the green economy is from. First of all, let's take a look at the international introduction to the development history of the green economy. As indicated in the figure of Development History of International Green Economy, in the 1960s and 1970s, the Industrial Revolution not only brought economic development, but also brought increasingly severe environmental pollution problems. Thereupon, the concept of environmental protection was put forward. Later, in the 1980s and 1990s, due to the problems of resource consumption and environmental damage, in 1987, the World Commission on Environment and Development, WCED, introduced the concept of sustainable development in its report, Our Common Future, which was widely recognized by the international community. At the same time, with the development of the production theory, consumption theory, and efficiency theory of resource economics, as well as the welfare economics, the theory of sustainable development set off a new craze of environmental protection. With relevant theories including green GDP proposed by Daly in 1989, circular economy by Paulding in 1990s, and the low-carbon economy by Stern in 2006 successively put forward, the concept of green economy has also been known to the public. Scholars began to understand environmental issues from the economic perspective instead of from a systemic perspective, and conducted extensive and in-depth research on the increasingly prominent ecological issues. Let's take a look at the development history of China's green economy. Since China's industrialization started relatively late, we will sort out the development history of China's green economy from the reform and opening up in 1978. In the figure of the development history of China's green economy, in 1979, China's ecological environment still had relatively strong self-purification ability. And at that time, the Environmental Protection Law was promulgated, establishing legislative protection for environment. Subsequently, the strategy of sustainable development, transformation of the economic development mode, and other concepts were successively proposed in the 1990s. In the 21st century, with sustained growth and scale expansion of the economy in China, the use of resources, energy consumption, and waste emissions are also increasing. And the issue concerning resources and environment has become quite severe. In 2002, the 16th CPC National Congress decided keeping to a civilized development path that ensures increased levels of production, better living standards, and sound ecosystems as one of the 4 goals of moderately prosperous society in all respects. In 2003, the third plenary session of the 16th CPC Central Committee put forward the scientific concept of overall, coordinated, and sustainable development. In 2006, the 6th plenary session of the 16th CPC Central Committee put forward the Strategic Initiative to build a harmonious, resource-conserving, and environment-friendly society. In recent years, as China's economy has entered a new normal, under the increasingly severe economic and ecological issues, China has put forward the concept of green development. Adhere to the path of high-quality development, promote green development, and build a beautiful China. Next, let's look at the development trend of green economy. Under the influence of national strategy and realistic demand, the research on green economy in Chinese academic circles is increasing. Viewed from these published on CNKI, previous theses themed with the green development mainly involved industrial economy, environmental science and resource utilization, economic system reform, macroeconomic management and sustainable development, agricultural economy, building science and engineering, and other fields. It can be seen from the figure that there were few theses on green development published in the end of the 20th century. However, such theses began to increase rapidly since the beginning of the 21st century, especially after 2010. Development of the green economy has become a new boom of academic research since the new century. Following, we will talk about the development and research status of green economy. After the concept of green economy was put forward, many scholars conducted research on the issues of energy utilization efficiency and environmental pollution in economic development. Pearce et al., 1989, further defined the sustainable development in economic language in their book, World Without End. Sustainable development is development that meets the needs of the present, without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. Jacobs, 2003, proposed that the green economy needs to increase the social and organization capital on the basis of labor, land, and man-made capital, the three basic factors of production of the traditional industrial economy. Kahn, 2008, enumerated cases from various countries in the world and discussed issues on solid waste, sewage, noise, air pollution, and global warming from the perspective of green economy. After the new global economic crisis in 2008, countries began to pay attention to the strong sustainable development with the goal of non-reduction of natural capital. In October 2008, United Nations Environment Programme, UNEP or UNEP, launched a Green Economy Initiative, which seeks to promote a new industrial revolution by stepping up green investment and other means. Weizsäcker et al., 2008, designed a daring plan for the development of human society, reducing resource consumption by 80% on the basis of continuing to improve global human well-being and achieving a comprehensive transformation of the world economy. Association of Academies of Sciences in Asia, 2011, based on the survey of the sustainable development issues of all Asian countries, summarized the sustainable development trend in Asia and put forward specific policy suggestions on promotion of green transformation. In addition, regarding the development of green economy, many Chinese scholars have shared their own opinions successively, believed that the starting point of the green economy is environmental protection. Li Xiangqian and Zheng Ying believed that the link of green economy is scientific and technological innovation. Zhang Chunxia believed that the essence of the green economy is a new economic development mode. Chen Yin-e believed that the intersection of the green economy is circular economy and low-carbon economy. Jiang Ye and Zhang Guoyun believed that the research point of the green economy is the applied knowledge system. Of course, there is much more research on the development of the green economy, which will not be fully enumerated here. You may learn more about it if interested. In general, the above research achievements about green economy are mainly reflected in three aspects. Firstly, research on the relationship between resources and environment and economic development. Secondly, differences between analysis on the development elements of green economy and that of traditional economic growth theory. Thirdly, research on development evaluation of the green economy. That's all for today's lecture. Thank you. See you next time.